Hey, you guys, it's Aya from a wild pilot journey, and today was my lesson 7. Um, whoa. I feel like the last few lessons I've been like starting the calls or these videos with like, hey, anxiety and stuff like that. And not to poop on this, but it's been anxious this journey, and um I thought it's gonna be a bit easier. But knowing where I come from with my experience of trauma, this seems like really like triggering some stuff and bringing up some anxiety. And I think it's just the natural way of anxiety. So, anyways, um, just wanted to bring that up before I start speaking about anxiety. So today's flight was being able to focus on actually flying straight. Um, Again, turns and all that kind of stuff. I almost like look at me like today was really a tiring flight. So like if you are taking this kind of stuff, if you're doing your private license, don't be surprised that you need a nap after a lesson sometimes. So it was just overwhelming. It was very hot. It was about 88 degrees today, I think, or even higher. And then um, being outside, the idea wasn't the problem wasn't so much the heat. I think the problem was so much it was more the wind. It was really windy, a bit windy. I know regular people that fly all the time would not say that was major wind, but it was a bit turbulence, and I haven't explored or experienced that before. And this flight was kind of turbulent. Oh my God, even my voice, I'm like talking loud because I feel because, and in the end, when I was taxing, not actually when before we were landing, I was supposed to descend, and I was descending too fast. So I think that affected something about my ears. But so what went really good today? I got what went really good is that I that we parked the plane and that plane was parked. That was good. I feel like today was like a roller coaster of things that like I just couldn't get. Starting with taxiing. Oh my God, those fucking brakes. I just like, yeah, I think I got a little more comfortable today, a tiny more. And much of what one of the things too is I need at least 2 lessons a week. And the last week I only had 1 lesson, and it really shows. And next week I'll have 2 lessons, but it really shows of how you do need to have experience to at least 2 lessons so you can remember. Like 1 lesson is really hard to remember what's going on. And a lot of what I studied in the ground. Oh my God, it's getting darker here. A lot of what I studied in the ground for ground school or whatever it is, when I'm up there today was very overwhelming. I don't know, like I up, down, back, right, left, everything mixed up. Oh my Lord. So that was me today. And yeah, so taxing was not not well. Nope, not no, no, no. I'm glad he did take off because I was already really nervous. I think just going in the plane today was very anxious, and I think part of it, like I mentioned, is like that I'm not doing 2 lessons, so I get more comfortable. So, and I really noticed something really weird happening with me that I've never like experienced that. I was when I put my hands up the brake, my feet was shaking. I think from so much anxiety and pressure of all like it was windy. I don't know, this new experience is just like, yeah, I thought it was like easier, but that's the way I'm gonna be doing this. Like this channel, it's raw. So I'm gonna be raw and say what really was going on, the real, that it wasn't all fluffy. Going up there, I'm glad he did take off. So I had I had a few minutes to focus and look outside, which was beautiful. And very much what I'm realizing is the more I look outside, the more I can level the plane. But also, I'm not looking up inside. So you trying to learn what certain things are, like when he's saying, keep the plane at a certain level. Um, yes, and altitude, and oh my God, everything fucking mixed up in my head. Like I don't even want to repeat how much it was like fucking mixing up. So it was a bit it was hot, but the view was beautiful. And at one point we were flying and there was a cloud right next to us and we avoided it. But it was just interesting. And I think that brings anxiety too. Like, okay, what happens if we're flying in cloud? I'm sure they're gonna actually test that for us. Anyways, I say anyways. Um, the pre-check before flying or taxiing, whatever it is, before you even get in a plane, all that kind of stuff. Um, I'm getting better at it, like knowing what we're checking parts of the planes and stuff like that. Um, and then this is the list that they have. So while I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you could. Before takeoff, um, before taxi, when, which is, um, yeah, before landing, all that kind of stuff. And I also got um, my airport student card. And I'm showing it to you guys so you don't think I'm just fucking imagining all this stuff. And while you're at it, like I do upload some little bit of view of the outside. I wish I could actually videotape a little more, but because a lot is going on in the cockpit as a beginner, you you can't really focus on just videotaping, except if I would have something set up there that would videotape the whole time, and maybe I'll see if I can work something out like that. But for now, mostly these videos are about how the experience is. So I know today I write lesson seven, but it's not lesson seven. It's just the seventh video. It's more about the fourth lesson, I believe. Fourth or fifth lesson. And probably a fifth lesson. I've accrued about 6 hours and I'm like, shit, I feel like I know nothing at 6 hours. I'm already expecting more than 50 hours, which is usually what's gonna take at least 50, 60, or I don't know. I'm going slow with this. Whatever it's gonna take is gonna take. I'm kind of even closing my eyes because it was just tired. And in a way, it's like even though some days will be, I think it's been a real, like it's been a high ride, like it's been intense. Um, at one point, there is those moments that you experience, like, whoa, like lesson, I was like, whoa, this is fun. This lesson was more anxiety. So I just got to keep going with this. It is my creative project, and it's something that I would never be able to do. I don't think someone that's gone through like with all the trauma that I've gone through and intense, and I'm not mentioning this here because I want to give myself credit or any kind of stuff like that. But the reason I'm mentioning it is because this whatever I'm doing is just wouldn't be possible. I mean, it's impossible knowing when someone has gone through something like that. So I'm really breaking some kind of real big like internal program and of being tortured and internal trauma internally a lot. So this is a huge crazy step for me to do this, even though I'm hitting some raw. hitting some, I think, walls a little bit. But I'm gonna keep going with this because I've always wanted to fly. I and when I'm calm up there and I'm not experiencing this intense anxiety, I love it. And I think the more comfortable I will get, the more on repeat I will do things, I'll really calm down. But to be raw and honest, it's not been easy um the past couple of the this one was not easy. Today was not easy. So um I'm not whining, but I know it's reality. Sometimes um you got good days and sometimes you don't. And it's a good day that I think a lot of what's important is that to focus that what I've not done right, I think now I can learn from those mistakes or experiences that if I wouldn't do this shit, man, I would not know all about this stuff. I think that's what it takes to do your creative um stuff. Sometimes you do have to push yourself. Sometimes it won't be so like smooth. It's gonna bring up in you like things that you have to know how to center yourself, even though you're anxious and all this kind of stuff. And even though I definitely am not there at fully being slowing down and being totally more calm about I'm not saying I have to be calm, but like not like being more centered in the craziness of my own anxiety. I feel like this is testing me, and it's really like um, teaching me to have a center point in chaos when a lot is going on. And actually it's really hard to know what to focus on when you're like trying to just calm your body down. So um my instructor was really good today, and I mean he's been really a capable guy. It's surprising. These people, this dude is like 21. I'm still surprised. So yeah, at 44, I'm like crazy. Like I think it's not just about my age of doing this, and I think anybody like I don't think the age should be an issue, but I think what the experience of my life was. Um, I bring in together with I bring that experience into this whole journey. So it's almost like that whole baggage, even though I cleared so much of it and I keep clearing and keep healing and keep doing my own work while this is happening. It's different than when somebody starts at 19 and hasn't gone through that kind of shit. So, um, I know, yeah. So basically today, I'm still learning to balance the plane, learning what pulling is and back, forward, back, um, trimming, and learning the right words for how it is, like what you do when you want the nose up, then the speed, and or when you want the nose down. So all that kind of stuff. Anyways, it was really it's an experience. I'm excited to continue next week, Monday. I'll be posting this video soon. And yeah, let me know if you have any comments or if this has maybe it didn't really inspire you too much today, um I'm sure it will inspire you to go forward, even though, let's say, if you took upon this journey and you still struggle with it some days, and just to show you, like, yeah, keep going. I guess I'm talking to myself too. So, uh, yeah, so great. Thank you for, thank you. Yeah, thank you for just tuning in and, yeah, whatever, let me know if you guys have any questions or um, you would like. Actually, I would love to support you if you need some support in actually going through this journey. So reach out. My info is on put your on the you can put a comment and all that kind of stuff. All right, y'all. Have an awesome day and see you next lesson.